to see you, Sophie.
Good to see you too, Peter. One always worries about seeing one's ex. If he looks morose, you feel guilty. But if he looks happy and he's wearing a loud tie, you worry that he's found a younger woman.
Well, I haven't, but I'd like to think it's not entirely out of the question.
I feel ancient. Can you believe our daughter is 21 next week?
It seems only yesterday she was expelled from school for selling cannabis.
Awful school anyway. Headmistress drank like a fish.
So I suppose she wants to spend her birthday with both of us.
Could you possibly get tickets for the Bolshoi? She wants to do something special.
Last year, something special meant dragging me all the way to Earl's Court to listen to some ghastly Rastafarian band.
She was living with the drummer, Peter.
Oh, was she? Is she with anyone now?
A boy called Garth, who's green.
Green? Well, I suppose it doesn't matter really what colour he is as long as she's happy.
My God!
What is it?
It's Lucas Fry.
Oh, yes. So it is.
Did you know he was back in England?
Well, sort of.
Have you seen him?
Sort of.
Look at him, bold as brass. A woman on his arm, the maitre d' weeping at his feet.
Well, Sophie, we used to use this place a lot in the old days.
The man is a scoundrel. He betrayed his country to the Russians.
Well, if you feel like that, why did you sleep with him?
I didn't know at the time, did I?
Sophie. As I live and breathe. And looking stunning. Look at you. You haven't changed a bit.
I have, but it's very sweet of you to say so.
Oh. And Peter. How very nice to see you two together.
Well, we have kept in touch. We had a very civilised divorce. Costly, but civilised.
You know Parker Morrow, of course.
Well, yes, of course. It's nice to see that you two have kept in touch.
Parker Morrow, Sophie Duckham.
Hi.
How do you do?
We won't intrude, but next time you're in town, why don't we all...
Why not?
Righto.
Nice to have met you.
No need to hurry back to the office, Peter.
He said office. Are you working with him?
Well, sort of.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. You loathed Lucas Fry. You were obsessed with exposing him. If you'd paid half as much attention to me, we might still be married.
Sophie, you should know that in my world, things are seldom what they seem. There are reasons why I'm with Lucas. Now, let's just leave it at that.
And who's the American woman?
Well, she works part-time for us. She's a sort of sleeping partner.
I can't imagine.
And did you and Sophie have a thing together? I mean, I caught a definite vibe.
Spies' wives are like spies, extremely suspicious of strangers with bosoms. And they never retire.
You think Peter's retired? I mean, do you ever wonder if he keeps in touch with his old bosses?
It's crossed my mind.
So, on certain things, maybe we should leave him out of the loop.
Us, for instance.
There is no us.
No. But there might be, and if there is, I agree we shouldn't tell him.
Coffee, Tamsin.
Nice lunch.
Well, it would have been if you hadn't made a reservation for Mr. Fry and me in the same place.
But I'd already looked up the number.
Duckham, we had a bet you wouldn't be back till at least 5.
A bet?
You said you'd be having sex with your ex.
No. We were having a discussion about our daughter's birthday. She's 21 next week.
20? What, little Charlotte with a picture and the... Good gracious. No, it seems only yesterday she was arrested for storming South Africa House.
She's mellowed. She's now a conservationist.
Ah, well, why don't you take her to pick at a toxic waste dump?
Happily, she'd rather have tickets for the ballet. God knows how we can afford them on the black market.
Well, you may have the funds. I got a job for us. I'd like to check for bugs. Has this place been swept?
Cleaning lady comes in twice a week.
Don't look at me. He employed her.
Nationwide search. Thousands were disappointed. Neat little gadget. Garage doors are opening and closing all over Mayfair.
Look, I got a call from a friend in the States this morning. He's got a new product coming out. He's about 3 months ahead of the field. Doesn't sound like much, but in Silicon Valley, it is worth millions.
Silicon Valley? Isn't that where they do the breast transplants?
No, Duckham, that's Hollywood. This is San Jose, California. Computer Mecca.
The company's designer is some genius guy called Hoffmeyer. He's flying out tonight on what he claims is a European vacation. He lands at Gatwick tomorrow, checking into the Westbourne Hotel in Bayswater. My friend is very antsy about all of this.
Oh, well, there's no need to be. Bayswater's a perfectly safe area.
No, the fear is that he will sell out to a European competitor.
Got it.
So we tail him, and we nail him.
Well, as long as I'm not asked to do anything technical, I'm not computer literate, you know, and I never will be.
Giving Peter a computer is about as much use as putting a bidet in a gorilla's cage.
This is fantastico. I feel great. You know why I feel great? Because I didn't drink on the flight. You drink on the flight, you get dehydrated.
I wouldn't know about that, son. But to my way of thinking, if you get dehydrated, it's because you haven't drunk enough on the flight. Now, if you were to drink your 3 pints of Guinness an hour, by the time you get from your Los Angeles to London, you won't care whether you're dehydrated or not.
Is that right?
Oh, I tell that to all of them. I see them all in this job, you know. Oh, yes. Now, I had that Meryl Streep in the car a couple of weeks ago.
Meryl Streep?
Oh, she likes a glass of Guinness now and again to smell.
You know, I wasn't expecting a limo.
Compliments of the company, Mr. Hoffmeyer. Now, is it business or pleasure in town for, son?
Maybe a little of both.
I think I get your drift. Now, if there's anything you're needing, sir, Desmond's your man.
Radical.
Yeah, I've been thinking about Lucas.
We intend to do that. In my view, he brings a whole new depth of meaning to the word shallow.
What was he like at school?
Precocious and lazy. Apparently at Cambridge he eschewed work altogether.
And when did he join the service?
When he'd been turned down by Pink Floyd.
Excuse me?
Well, I'm sure he joined a band because it was the best way to meet women.
And I'm not sure I trust him. There's too much smoke between him and his past.
Yes, he's very cagey about it.
KG or KGB?
Well, there's a lot of grey in that area.
You know, I trust you, Peter. I hope you know that.
Oh, thank you, Parker.
Down the road, if we're going to be doing business together, there may be times when we should leave Lucas out of the loop.
Fine, fine. But I got the impression that you were not unattracted by him.
Oh, I let him think that.
Good.
Oh, Lucas, hi. How did it go?
No trouble whatever. The trick is to avoid Croydon at all costs. Actually, that's rather a good rule in life.
Is he here?
Next door, nice dad. He was a little unsure how much to tip me, so I put him right on Dad's score.
Lad, but I thought he was the company's chief designer.
Yeah, this is the Nintendo generation, Peter. These guys are burnouts by 30.
He made one call from the car to someone called Mullah.
Right, I'll run the name past San Jose.
Is this yours, Parker? I'll make your eyes water that.
It's a drill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drill a hole in the wall.
Well, won't he hear it?
You're right. We'll have to cover. Can you sing?
Yes, I can, actually.
Listen. Frequency so high, only bats can hear it.
Gosh. But sing something anyway, Doctor. Да. Улица Раст. 4. Сегодня? Не понимаю. Ага. Хорошо, Дмитрий, хорошо. До свидания. Morning, Duckham.
Morning.
Something wrong?
No, I was just surprised to see you in so early.
No, I just had a couple of calls to make, and then I was on my way to spell you. How did it go last night?
He went out about 7, just after it started to rain. I followed him to a place called the Hard Rock Cafe in Piccadilly.
I'm sure you're blended right in, rather like a Morris dance at a Quaker prayer meeting.
I had to queue for half an hour, and then they squeezed me into a corner right next to a speaker blaring out the most appalling music.
Siberia.
What?
That's what restaurateurs call their least desirable tables. I expect it was your suit.
Anyway, I still can't hear. What?
Poor quackers.
Oh.
Then where?
To a video arcade in Soho, where I just stood around outside.
Still raining, was it?
Oh, it was pouring. And of course, on that particular corner, I was solicited by every tart and transvestite in the neighbourhood.
Ah, now that was the suit. Then what happened?
Well, he made no contacts. But San Jose got through to us about Müller. Apparently, he's the head honcho of a computer company in Dusseldorf.
Ah, so the nerd is on track for sending his boss down the river.
Well, it would seem so.
I hope Parker's telling us the whole truth. Do you trust her altogether?
Up to a point.
Really? I got the impression that you were rather attracted to her.
I let her think that.
Duckham. Very good. Well, perhaps on some things we should,
Leave her out of the loop?
the very phrase I was thinking of.
Because something came up that you should hear about.
Go on then.
Well,
Oh, don't worry about Stavros. The only English he understands is inside leg.
I caught Fry by surprise this morning having an intense conversation with someone in Russian.
So the bounder is still in touch with Ivan. Just as I thought. Give me a bit of room in here, will you? And I don't want a bum flap. Prefer a scent event, don't you?
Well, it's all a question of taste, sir.
No, it isn't. It's a question of how big your ass is, and mine's too big for it.
We've been watching this chap who's hawking some high-grade computer technology, and it struck me that Fry might be trying to make a deal on the side. After all, what do the Russians need more?
Cabbages.
I suppose that's true, of course. But then again...
And razor blades.
yes, I suppose so.
And toilet paper is almost unheard of.
Really, sir?
If you do find some, it's more like sandpaper. You get a better shave with that than with their razor blade.
If we're going to make an inventory of Russian needs, we're going to be here
Are
all
you
night.
still working with that American woman, the one with the silly name?
Parker Morrow, yes.
Better watch your flank, Duckham. 2 things in life I studiously avoid. American women and bum flaps.
Fry would have added Croydon to that list.
Croydon. He's probably right.
What was Peter like at school?
He was one of those boys who couldn't wait to embrace middle age. He had a midlife crisis at 16.
But somebody broke his heart, huh?
No, much worse. His cricket bat.
Hi, Peter.
I thought you were following him.
But he came back. He spent an hour, would you believe, in Tower Records. I had to pretend I was a customer, so I bought you a present.
Oh, thanks very much.
You haven't got the best of Black Sabbath, have you?
Hello?
Oh, hi, Parker. Is Peter with you?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Huh?
Oh, Peter, I know you didn't want to be disturbed or anything, but the first Mrs. Duckham wants to speak to you.
There isn't a second Mrs. Duckham.
Oh, Mrs. X Duckham then, and she's sort of right here, actually.
Kill Tamsin. Oh, well. Hello, Sophie.
I just dropped by to see if you'd fixed anything about Charlotte's birthday yet.
I haven't actually. I've been rather busy.
Obviously.
Oh, it's not what you think.
Oh, come on, Peter. You're in a Bayswater hotel with the American woman in the middle of the afternoon. Need I say more?
Lucas is here, too.
Oh, God! It gets even grubbier.
Can't win, never could.
Shh. It's Muller. He's meeting him in the hotel lobby at 5. We better make our move before he cuts the deal.
Hi.
I'm Tina.
Excuse me?
Well, you got a name, honey?
Elliot. Elliot Hoffmeyer.
Oh, my God, you're American. Where are you from?
Dearborn, Michigan.
No kidding. You know, I got two brothers that went to summer camp up in Dearborn, Michigan back in that... How old are you? I mean, maybe you knew one of them.
Hey, look, I think there's been some kind of mistake, okay?
Why? Don't you like what you see, huh?
Yeah, very much, but well, why are you here, huh?
Well, Elliot, once upon a time there was this little bird and this little bee, and he just, the agency sent me. What do you think?
Agency? What agency?
Now, you asked for therapeutic Swedish massage, didn't you?
Oh, no. No, look, I don't think
Elliot,
so.
don't be coy. It doesn't suit a man to be coy. Or is that the way you like to play these things, huh? You want me to be the schoolmistress? I mean, I didn't bring my outfit, but I can always, wear one of your suit jackets.
Oh, no.
Tina. Still at it, are we?
Cut me some slack, will you?
Hey, what is this, huh? Who are you guys?
I'm the hotel manager, and this is Inspector Nutter, CID.
Vice Squad.
I'll give the John a break, will you?
Why should I? If it was not for pervs like him, you would not be able to ply your disgusting trade.
Hey, this is all a mistake, officer. She must have come to the wrong room.
Oh, that is an original. Oh, yes, that is an original.
I just don't want this to get into the papers.
I'm afraid I shall have to ask you to come along with me.
Not through the main lobby, please.
I can't believe this. This isn't happening. Look, I'm in computers.
Look, how about a freebie, Inspector, and we'll just forget the whole thing?
I didn't hear that.
Oh, come off your high horse, Inspector. It'd probably be the best thing that ever happened to you in your whole life.
You're going too far.
Oh, Peter, I'm afraid I've got a sort of vermouche. Friend of mine's having a sort of drinks thingy.
I don't know how we'll manage without you. Any messages?
Oh, gosh, yes. Luke has got a call from some man with a strange foreign accent.
Russian, possibly?
Oh, something like that. Anyhow, it's on the desk. Ciao.
7 p.m. as agreed. Dmitri.
Suckers! Masters of disguise and return.
Through here! I thought a little celebration was in order. Glasses are through there. I've cleared our stuff from the hotel. What have you done with young Elliot?
We let him go outside the Tower of London.
The hooker with the heart of gold melted the flinty heart of implacable Inspector Nutter.
To FDA, then?
FDA.
Well, I think this proves that we can work together, don't you? Mutual trust.
In mutual respect. You see, that's the thing.
Where's the briefcase?
It isn't here. I dropped it off at the bank on the way back. I thought it was preferable to the office safe.
It's just I was hoping to courier it to the States overnight.
Oh, well, tomorrow, soon enough, surely.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I think I better get out of these clothes, don't you?
Oh, why?
Must you?
Oh, Barker, the offer of a freebie, how long is that valid?
That was a big fat lie, Inspector. I don't give anything for free.
Get out of here!
See you tomorrow, guys.
The bank's closed, Peter.
What?
The briefcase can't be in it.
It isn't. It's here. Well, we haven't been paid, have we? And I thought we could keep it in the club safe.
Well done, Quackers. It's very nice to see your instincts are becoming so twisted.
Well, I've got a few things to do here. Why don't you take this with you, old chap?
Oh, if you like. Well, I'll say one thing. We may not trust that Parker woman, but we've certainly learned to trust each other.
It's a warm feeling, isn't it?
Ah. здоровье. Ah, Duckham. What a surprise. You dining here?
You know why I'm here.
Oh, Dmitry Konstantin, the Soviet counter-attaché.
Spare me the euphemisms.
Увидимся, Кворачев, крае, фичим.
Увидимся по лицу.
До свидания.
До свидания.
I knew you were still in bed with the Russians. You've probably been in contact with them ever since you came back.
Not exactly, but they were the only ones I could turn to on this occasion.
What's in the envelope?
Oh, it's for you, actually.
I won't be bought.
Just open it, Duckham.
Bolshoi Ballet?
4 seats, Tuesday night, Charlotte's birthday. You remember Charlotte.
I feel an absolute turd. I don't know what to say.
Well, the Russian for thank you is spasibo. Coincidentally, the Russian for thank you very much is spasibo bolshoi.
Well, spasiba Bolshoi, Lucas.
Пожалуйста, Peter. Actually, it's impossible to get these things through normal sources.
You see, I thought...
I know what you thought, and you were perfectly right to follow your instincts. You just didn't follow me very well, did you?
You didn't know that I was following you, did you?
Afraid so.
But you can't have
You
done.
bent down to tie your shoelace when I bought a newspaper.
Never was my strong suit.
No. I was sorely tempted, actually, to pop into the Finnish National Airline and give you the slip there.
Why there?
Don't you see, Duckham, it's every spook's dream. I could then have said I vanished into thin air.